Gamers, I'm back with another video, and this time I'm back competing. Spoilers, look away because I'm about to talk about the tournament results, okay? So, these are the groups that are right now in the tournament. So we're playing EGC's Master Finals 2025. This is basically the grand finals of all the tournament this year. I qualified by winning EGC Masters. Marine Lord qualified winning Elite Classic. Louis qualified by winning Master Summer. Lucifron got second place, but because Marine Lord was qualified, he qualified instead. And then from the standings based on points, and then qualifier 1, qualifier 2. So we got top 12 players, and the tournament is $20,000. First place gets $5,500. And we have 4 groups, 3 players in each group. Fun fact, and someone can fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure this is the case. So you have number 1 seed in the group, number 2, number 3. All number 2 seeds beat number 1s. Oh yeah, you can see it here. So let's go through the groups. So first match in Group A was Anotan versus B. Anotan managed to beat B 3-2. Anotan's in a good shape right now, and if B took 2 games of him, that's probably means B's in a good shape too. Which means the second match was Anotan versus Marine Lord, and Ano Chad beating Marine Lord. Now I want to show you guys something. Anotan, Marine Lord. Watch this. It's a destruction. Anotan, in their 11 series beforehand, has never beaten Marine Lord. 0-2, 0-2, 1-2, 0-2, 0-1, 0-3, 1-4, 1-3. This is a pretty close one. 3-4. 0-3, 0-4. Like, not only he hasn't won a series, but he's kind of getting destroyed. So this is Anotan's first win against Marine Lord in 3 years, which is crazy. So big congrats to him. 22% win rate, 8%. But he played really well. Marine Lord played well too, but Anotan, he's just cranking. Which means that the decider match, so Anotan advances the group, and the decider match is going to be Marine Lord versus B. And again, B took 2 games off of Anotan, so maybe B's in really, really good shape too. So basically, whoever wins here advances the group, whoever loses out. So Marine Lord might be out in group stage. In my group, Poppy Pop, Beasty, and Demo. Poppy Pop beat Demo 3-1. And then I lost to Poppy Pop 2-3, when was it, yesterday. And then the decider match that I'm going to be playing is going to be next week. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday. 29th. What is 29th? Saturday? So I'm going to be playing Demo, and whoever wins advances the group. Now, this is the interesting thing. So I'll talk about this group because it's my group, and I played against Poppy Pop, right? I played 1 match. I'm going to be honest. So I've been preparing for a tournament for about 7 to 10 days, and I did not play a lot, but I did plan a lot. Like, I planned a lot of drafts and research strategies and all that. So I felt going into it, I think I even wrote on my Discord, like, or said on my stream, I'm probably going to lose 3-0, 3-1. 3-1 was probably more realistic. So the fact that I almost won this, I'm happy with the result because, yeah, I almost took it. But I ended up losing 2-3. So right now I just need to get a lot of games in, basically to back up my theory crafting, which I think I figured out what I want to play where and how and why and so on. I just need to get some games in and actually test and try those strategies. In terms of draft, I feel like I got better draft in this one. I just played worse. So I'll just quickly go through the games. I'm not going to analyze all the games. Maybe I'll show you guys a game or something. But the first game, I thought I played pretty well. I had a pretty big, not lead, but I had a pretty big timing where I think I could have attacked and potentially killed him, but I didn't. And then we both aged up and he just like cranked units and I died. So this one, I feel like if I just attacked earlier, could have been my game. And then, you know, it would have been a 3-0, right? But that's not how tournaments go, right? So when I looked, I was like, let's say like 50 army versus 30 army in feudal. So, you know, missed opportunity. Kerlagular, I don't know which game I should show you, but this game was crazy. Like, I was like 30 villagers and he was like 70 or something, and I ended up winning the game. I was like 30 villagers behind for most of the game, and I ended up winning that one. It was on a hybrid map, you know, Mangudai, Kashik, Imperial Rush, all the good stuff. Frisian Marshes, This game I feel like started off pretty good, but then it kind of got sloppy towards the end from both of us. But yeah, I felt pretty decent about this one. I actually never played this matchup, so I wasn't really sure how it's going to go. But it went pretty well. And then, okay, Lipany was the biggest misread that I've had. Basically what happened is I did pro scouting. He did like Mangudai with Byzantine. I reacted perfectly. It was all good. I was doing counter damage. But I thought I did. Like, I thought I killed a lot of villagers. And then after the game, I was like, what the fuck? I barely scratched. Like, I thought I killed like 15 villagers or something. And I don't know how I misread it that badly. But basically what happened was I was raiding with Lancers. And I kept running in and raiding because I thought I'm doing so much damage. But I got counterattacked and I was like, oh, I'm actually dead. So then after the game I looked and I was like, oh, I didn't actually kill that many villagers. So I caused a lot of idle time, but I guess it wasn't worth it in the end. I also messed up the draft here. So I did a dumb thing. So he picked Lipany here, and I had Sengoku, Rus, and Jushi Legacy. Okay, Jushi into Byzantine, in my opinion, is not great for Jushi. And it was kind of obvious he's going to pick Biz. So I think what I should have done is I should have picked Rus Sengoku here. Because I think Rus, doesn't counter Byzantine, but it's better than Jushi Legacy. And the moment I finished the draft, I was like, I kind of fucked up. So I didn't lose because of draft, but, you know, there's some improvements there. And I'm going to talk about the draft too, which is a new one we're using, and it's very interesting. And then Dry Arabia. Honestly, I don't even want to I don't want to see that game ever again. This game was all over the place. I don't know if I can see it in the draft. The game was all over the place. Beating Ottoman in these days is pretty rough. I was holding on with Rus. I was doing pretty well. And then at the very end, so right here is where it was. Well, I made two big mistakes. One was here and one was here. What I did here is I sent 40 Streltsy across the map in Imperial. And I don't mean like to counterattack or something. I just accidentally misclicked and I sent 40 Streltsy to move command across the map. As you know, it's probably a pretty uncommon mistake among top players, right? And if you're wondering why I did that, listen, I lost. Poppy Paw won. He deserves congrats. I'm not going to cope. Why I moved Streltsy across the map? Because it was 1 a.m. for me and I go to bed at 1 a.m. So we played till like 1 something. And by the end of the game, I was just tired. And that game, I just did not play my best. A lot of games I could have played better, right? But that game specifically, I was just like brain dead. Yeah, so 2-3, it is what it is. Poppy Paw advances first place, which means that second place and the person who advances will be the winner, will be me versus Demo. Wham beat Scarlet Devil. Scarlet Devil is probably the weakest player in the tournament. I think that's not controversial to say, right? So Wham beat Scarlet Devil 3-1. And then Wham beat Lucifer on 3-1. So again, look, number 2 seed Anoten in the group, number 2 I mean, beats Marine Lord, number 2, Poppy Paw beats me, and then Wham beats Lucifer on 3-1 as well. So that means that the decider match is going to be between Lucifer and Scarlet Devil, and I assume Lucifer is going to win that, so probably Wham in first, Lucifer in second. And then the last group is Vortex, Numudan, and Louis. This group was very interesting. I'm trying to move it so you guys can see. This group was very interesting. So you would think that, you know, if you're maybe, you know, average Joe and you're watching, you're just a fan of the game, you don't, you know, you think Numudan is screwed. Numudan almost beat Vortex. It was very close. Very close. And Vortex is very good. Like, there's a weekly tournament called KPMM, and he won 7 out of 13 of them. And Numudan almost beat Vortex. So that's a very good result from Numudan. And then Vortex ended up beating Louis 3-1. And the decider match is going to be Louis versus Numudan. If Numudan could take Vortex to 5 games and almost beat him, I feel like Numudan can beat Louis. I mean, the math is pretty simple. So I think this match is going to be pretty good. Hopefully my match is going to be pretty good. This one is going to be real good. And then Lucifron versus Scarlet, I think it's probably going to be one-sided. In terms of matchups, so the bracket is double elimination playoffs. In terms of matchups, so first place cannot play first place. So first place will play second place, which means that Anotan will either be playing in the playoffs. So Anotan is probably here. Anotan is going to be playing either against me or Demu, Lucifron, or Numudan, or Louis. Poppy Paw is going to play either against the winner of B or Marine Lord, Lucifron, or Newman and Louis. So basically you cannot play from the second place in your group. So you're playing, first place is playing from second place from one of the other groups. So I'm just giving you guys potential matchups. So again, Poppy Paw versus B Marine Lord, me, Lucifron, or Newman and Louis. Wham versus me / Demu, B / Marine Lord, or Newman / Louis. And then Vortex versus... Ooh, Vortex versus Lucifer might happen. Or me versus Demu, or B versus Marine Lord. So that's how it goes. Now, in terms of drafting, I want to show you how it works. I think it's pretty cool, to be fair. This tournament has... We have not had this kind of drafting in an S-tier tournament before. So basically you do the maps first, which is, you know, ban, pick, ban, pick. Nothing crazy there. There is 3, 6, 9, 11 maps, and you need to veto 4 and you pick 5. You do the Civ draft. So after you pick the maps, this is the first map, right? And then you do the Civ draft. So you do ban, and then you do... so each player bans 2 Civs, and then I pick... in this case, and then Poppy Pop picks, and then we ban the third Civ, and then he picks again, then I pick, he picks, and so on and so forth. So, why is this draft different? Why is it better, and so on and so forth? Or better, I don't know if it's better, but I think it's pretty cool. So, the first map was King of the Hill. Every draft you do in tournaments, you kind of have to, like, have a Civ for each map. So, in the past... If this is the draft and this is the maps, you play King of the Hill and you just do a blind pick, which means the opponent can't see what you've picked until, you know, you both finish picking. So, for example, in King of the Hill, I would just pick Rus and he would pick, you know, Ottoman or Malian, and then that's the matchup. But with this draft, the way it works is the civilization draft or picks is not me picking one Civ, him picking one Civ. You actually pick 2 Civs. So, in this case, I picked Rus and China for King of the Hill. He picked Malian and Ottoman. And then you snipe 1 Civ. So, for example, in this case, Poppy Paw sniped Rus, which means I cannot play Rus in King of the Hill, and I sniped Ottoman. So, the matchup was China versus Malian. So, once we have played the first match, China and Malian were gone. Then the second map was Kerlaugar. And on that map, he picked Delhi and Tughlaq Dynasty, and I picked Mongol and Jushi's Legacy. And he vetoed Jushi's Legacy, and I vetoed Tughlaq. Now, when you snipe a Civ here, that doesn't mean the opponent cannot play it at all. It just means that on that map, it got sniped. So, for example, in the rest of this series, I think I picked Sengoku every single game. Oh, maybe not, actually. Never mind. So in here, I picked Sengoku Daimyo. He sniped it, and then in the next match, I picked Sengoku Daimyo again, and he sniped it again. So basically, this drafting system provides for like even more skill in terms of draft, because you can't just pick 1 Civ for each map or something like that, because you need to make sure that you have multiple Civs or 2 Civs at least for each map. So, for example, if you're playing Holy Island and 4 land maps, you just need 2 water Civs. So you can take English KT, let's say. And that's it. English KT, and that's your Holy Island. And now all the other Civs you pick are for the land maps. That's like a very simple draft. But when you have like multiple hybrid maps, like let's say you have Cavasan and Kerlagular and King of the Hill, because those are a bit more like unique maps, I guess. Now you need to have 2 Civs for Cavasan, and if the opponent, if you play one of those 2 Civs, then it's gone. And then for Kerlaugar, this map's name is shit. You need to pick, let's say, one of the Civs you picked at Cavasan that got sniped, and another civ. So for 2 maps, you need 3 civs now, or potentially 4 if you want to go deep in the draft. If you can kind of do real smart drafting, sometimes you can get a better draft. An opponent might be stuck with like shit civs on shit maps. And obviously when you're doing the civ drafting as well, you can do a lot of mind gaming, a lot of preparing for that, where you're gonna play what, and maybe even take some of the civs from your opponent so that, you know, he can't play them. And it's pretty interesting. I think it, like I said, I like the system. I think it adds another layer to like how difficult the drafting is, which I think is cool. From what I've seen, they're not showing it on stream. Like, they're not showing the drafting process, which I feel like is a bit of a missed opportunity. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I do feel like it's a bit of a missed opportunity because I think that's a really fun part of the draft, like the sniping and all that. So, which game do I show you guys? That's the real question. Okay, actually, I don't want to be like I'm just showing the win. I'm going to show the China game real quick because I want to see something as well. Yeah, I feel like this one was the biggest missed opportunity. Game 4 was the biggest misread that I had, and Game 5 was the biggest throw out of all the games. Alright, so we're gonna speed through. This is EGC King the Hill, so it's like modified. You have like 6 sheep spawning around your TC or something like that. But yeah, this game I feel like started pretty good for me, but like I was on point. Like I felt like he was on point with Micro here, but I felt like I was on point too. Yeah, but I think I just missed the big timing attack, but we'll see. This is actually pretty annoying on King of the Hill. the warrior scouts getting upgraded. I was just like, Jesus, because your first wood line is technically this one, but I didn't want to go on it because it's forward. I think I should have just done that. So anyway, he's harassing here. I'm pro scouting. Like I said, it was like harassing everywhere, and it went pretty well for me because I did get all the deer, and I managed to push back all the units and stuff. Yeah, I killed a scout here and there. I'm getting these deer. So I was like, okay, this is pretty good. You know, good start. I felt pretty good about this game. I got 1 deer here missing. This one's gonna pick it up, I think. And then 1 at the bottom, or 3 at the bottom. So yeah, this is the point where look at the army difference, bro. I could have just killed them with spearmen. But for some reason... Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so here I have so much more army. It's crazy how much more army I have. And I'm just not going. I don't know why. You're like, why did you push, Beasty? Bro, I don't know. Look at this. He's got 7 javelins and 9 donzos. I could have gone on this one. And I'm just standing here. And he's just catching up with the army. Like, now I went here, but I should have gone earlier, because now he almost equalized with the army. And I'm also fighting at the worst time, aka I'm about to age up, and now I'm fighting like a fucking dent. And then I kinda even do well in this fight, even though it was a terrible fight. But then he ages up, and I age up. And yeah, and now he has full cow boom, and I'm about to run out of food. So yeah, I definitely missed a timing there for sure. Like now Malian cow boom is like fully kicked in. He's cranking cows, he's eating cows, and yeah, my pro scout is out. So I'm just completely out. And yeah, now I went into Lancers, which, yeah, didn't go too hot, I feel like. You can see, like, right now you're supposed to produce a shit ton of units, but now I'm on berries, so my income is just a lot weaker. Also, I went this landmark, Imperial Palace. I should have gone with Clockwork and then just made Nest of Bees and camped the middle. Because I had so many Spearmen and Archers, which is really good to defend your, what's it called? To defend your Nest of Bees. And then I did a push here, and his comp is just better, basically. He has Poison Archer Sofa, and I have almost only Archer with some Lancers. And then I'm like, ooh, I'm going to make a Barbican to protect the Sacred Side, but this Barbican at this point literally doesn't do anything. It's so ass. And yeah. So this one, I feel like I played it well. I just missed the timing, and yeah. That's kind of it. Should have attacked earlier. Good lesson. We'll get him next time. You just scout the upper goal? Yeah, I did. That's the thing. I could have attacked here a long ass time ago, but I just never did. Why? No clue, brother. And here I just get mowed down, and the game gets called. So that was game 1, which I was like, I lost it, and I was like, that was a pretty... that went really well, and the moment I left, I went to check the military count graph, and I was like, yeah, I definitely had more at that point that I should have pushed, but these mistakes that I made in that game are very easy to fix. Like, they're not something you need to practice. They're just like, oh yeah, I could have done this here or that there, and that's it. So that's something that's luckily easily fixable. I always say the worst thing is when you make mistakes that are like take a long time to fix. This one was pretty funny. Twitch Dance wanted me to show you this one. This one's pretty funny. This is another game. I don't know if I was just like tired and off my game, but I misread this one quite a bit in terms of where the game was. I thought I was in a better spot than I was. I knew I lost a lot of workers, but I thought I killed a lot of workers too. So he went fishing, and I just went fast age up into Mangudai. So my plan was to just like idle his wood or something. But problem with this map is it has like 7-8 straggler trees, so he chopped enough wood to make a tower instant. It's kind of annoying. So now I'm doing harassing here as much as I can. He actually defended pretty well. I killed one villager here with Khan. But this was probably giga annoying for him, but he defended pretty well. All things considering, right? Now, he went mass Ghazi. I was kind of wondering, should I have made just Spearman in this game? Or should I have, like, tripled down on Keshiks? And I'm not actually sure. But yeah, the game was like, I was idling a lot of eco, but at the same time he had 6 fishing ships, like, basically since the start of the game. And I just had my fishing go up now. So I was behind, and he's getting free upgrades, right? No, he didn't get specialized peak either. Like, look how many Ghazis he has already. I know that he didn't get double broadaxe, I saw that. Three worker kills. Pretty good. Ghazi's fucking wreck Keshik, dude. Holy. Keshiks are so boosted. And now we're in this weird situation where it's like, I want to put pressure on him, but I can't because he's raiding my docks. So I'm trying to defend the docks. But because I'm defending the docks, now my deer stones is dying, so I'm just trying to chase him around. Now he goes here. So it was like back and forth just chasing him, but I was almost at Castle Age, so that was kind of my plan, I guess. And I went for step readout. He tried raiding here. I went more stables. Ghazi are kind of crazy. 14 damage. Bro, Keshik's got 15 damage. What the fuck? That's crazy. Show the demo, we missed it. Wait, did it already happen? I have no idea when it happened. Probably happened already. So this is another thing. Like, I upgrade my Keshik. And I'm going in. 31 Ghazi. And I got fucking destroyed. Like, actually brutally destroyed. Look at this. Ghazi's do way too much damage. Holy fuck. I should have just fought, but... And then I get fucking... Oh yeah, he walled here. So I try to run around, and my units went here. And I was like, bro, that is not it. So I think here, I should have waited for like... I don't know, like 5-6 more Keshiks and then went. So I kind of threw that too. Oh, here's the demo. Kick W. Dude, Ghazi did way too much damage. What the fuck, man? Look at this. These are Castle Keshik. That's crazy. We gotta nerf that. Now this is the point where I was like, fuck it, I'll just go Imperial. And the problem with Imperial is like, if I had a lead, going Imperial is the right move. But because I took really bad trades there, I was like, well, if I go Imperial, I might die, but... Yeah, so this is another game where I thought I killed way more villagers than I did. He has 6 fishing ship kills. So he didn't actually kill my villagers yet, but don't worry, he'll kill a bunch of them soon. But yeah, I think like my raids were very ass in Series against Puppet Boy. Like I wasted so many knights and Keshiks and stuff like that. And here I was like, fuck it, let's go Imperial. I pre-made the towers. I should have aged up here, by the way. This would be a fucking sick place to age up. I should have moved this shit and I should have aged up. But I didn't know he was right in front of my base, and as I started aging up, I'm pretty sure I saw his units and I was like, oh, power loud. So we got 4 Springle Towers. So this is the point where, this is kind of how Mongol Fast Imperial looks like. Yo, Blood, shut your mouth! So, sometimes you have games like these, but your landmark should be completed when this is happening. So yeah, he's got 11 Lancers, 22 Ghazi, and I got 4 Keshik. And you're like, you lost this game, right? No, I actually won it, which is kind of weird, but yeah. So, I got +2 ranged attack, so my arrows do, you know, a little bit more damage. And right now, these Springle Towers are just fucking cranking. Now, I did lose a lot of villagers, as you can see, and I do have a lot of idle time, as you can see. Like, I've been idle for like 3 minutes now. But we're still alive. And now we've aged up, finally, and I already got the Military Academy upgrade. And Yeah, now we're gonna get some value from your Kaganet Palace. He found all my villagers gathering stuff, and yeah, it is not looking good, let me just say that. He kills my monastery because I didn't move it, so I fucking lost the relic. So now I'm like, okay, I gotta make a monk and get the relic. And the plan is to just chill in my base. And just get Kaganet Palace Valley with Elite Manguda and stuff. Or any units that come out. I would just like, I'm gonna get Pows, am I not?
Villagers. He's losing to buildings.
He did lose, he literally lost the buildings. Yep. So now we get some Mangudai, and there's the Pow, baby. So now that we got some Mangudai, you can do some raiding. And now the plan is, when you're in this position, you want to figure out, is he aging up or is he all-inning? Because that's the only two things he can do, right? He either has to all-in to prevent Kaganet from stacking really good units, or he has to go Imperial 2 and the game goes on. And you want to poke to see what he's doing. So right now we're getting some damage in. Some Mangudai damage. Look at this, 39 workers killed. Oh, and here I end up losing a bunch more workers, like another 10 or something. So the worker count is 36 versus 66 now. And all my workers, by the way, are like fucking hurt, you know? He goes in here again. We have feudal spearmen right here kicking in. Bombard emplacement or cannon emplacement is coming in. We got some hand cannoneers, which are doing really good. And now he tries to go for towers, but obviously I have too many units. So Pows, you know, 2 of them, why not? That's what we need. And I got 1 S2B, which was actually the play of the game. Poppy can't afford eco upgrades. Yeah, he's really struggling. So now I was just making hand cannoneer spearmen, trying to hold for my dear life. 68 supply versus 130. Upgrading feudal spearmen to castle. I was doing some raids, like whenever I got a batch of like Mangudai horse archers, I would just do more raids. I didn't even know that he has villagers here, by the way. That's unfortunate. It's funny because he has a berry bush here, but he never went to it. There's a mining camp there. Whoa. Oh, and then here he pushes, but I have cannon emplacement, so I was like, okay. I don't mind fighting right there. So I'm gonna speed it up. You can see tower defense is activated. Yo, he got banned. That's crazy. That's good. Keep him banned. That guy's toxic. Fasting Mongol is disgusting. I mean, the thing is, okay, so I kind of agree Fast Imperial Mongol is disgusting, but at the same time, it's like, is it? Like, nobody plays Mongol. You know what I mean? It's not very good. But yeah, when you make Fast Imperial work, it looks OP as fuck. But getting there is the point. It's like KT. KT Imperial is really good. But actually surviving there is the hard part. So now he's all-inning on the sacred side. It's 430. And I do this slow push where I'm billion workers behind. I lost 59 total. And I actually got Elite Knights, and then I think right after or one after that, I got another run of Elite Knights, which was really good because they were tanking the archers really well. This Nest of B was like the MVP here, by the way. Look at my busted up fucking economy. Look at this landmark's dead. This one's literally dead. And now we got 2 Pows. Woo! Look at our damage. Isn't that crazy? 600 bonus versus buildings. He's got to keep coming, but I have 4 minutes of decap, which is a lot of time. Like a lot of time. Even though he's got 32 knights and Ghazis, I had 22 spears and hand came near, so I was feeling pretty good. Look at this, nest of these, shoot some of the villagers, bust them up real good. And now all I need to do is protect this hero. Mr. President, get down! Or, it's get down, Mr. President. And this nest of bees is fucking cranking. Look at him. The keep is getting butchered. And now I can just upgrade my tower and just slow push. I don't gotta rush. I got 3 minutes to go. And he just taps out. So, damn, Mongol is OP, nerf Golden Horde. True. True and real. Yeah, I feel like Delhi Imperial is stronger than Mongol. I think the correct play for him there was to go Imperial too, but maybe he didn't realize how far ahead he was, or maybe he did. Like, I think he should have done the dive he did, but when he did that dive, I think he should have just aged up and gotten all the upgrades, because I couldn't have gotten the upgrades in like next 15 minutes. You know, because I was just so behind on villagers, behind on economy, behind on everything. And Mongol Imperial needs a lot of upgrades. You need like cavalry upgrades, infantry upgrades, you need towers, you need stone, which is hard to get because the opponent can just kill it. So, would you have left it in his place? Yeah, at that point the game was over, but I think maybe going to Imp would have been good for him. But, you know, potato, right? It's hard to judge when you're in the middle of the game. Maybe he misjudged the situation, or maybe he just decided that's the best thing to do. I'm not sure, but that was week 1. So next week on Saturday, I am playing against Demu in a best of 5, and the winner will be advancing to the playoffs. So that is what's happening. There's some other good matches, like I mentioned previously. I think Marine Lord B is going to be a really good one. That's probably going to be the last match of the day, I would imagine. And then we got Louis Numudan, Lucifer and Scarlet Devil. Probably going to be the first match. And I'm either going to be playing second or third, I would imagine. But we'll see. Maybe first. Who knows? But yeah, that's it. And if I win, then I'm playing the next round, aka quarterfinals, on Sunday. But also, I'm playing in the Outback Octagon, which is the free-for-all tournament organized by Chad Drongo. I think that's his name. And we've done really well there. If you watched week 1, I've uploaded my games on YouTube, and Drongo uploaded them as well. We're currently 3rd out of 32 players, doing pretty good. Papipo right there next to me, Corvinus 1, me, Papipo 2nd, me 3rd, Numuchat 4th, Demu 5th, and so on and so forth. And again, I don't want to, you know, toot my own horn, but that game, you know which game I'm talking about, was the best FFA game ever played, period. Boom. Corvinus's Sacred Sun Hold has been dethroned. Thank you very much. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Check me out live. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And if you're watching live, let's keep going.